Welcome back to this end of the week, Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance Ireland. Yesterday, I borrowed heavily from David Smith's book, God or Mammon. The publisher, Langham Publishing, says Smith prophetically confronts this issue and invites Christians to re-examine their allegiances. The dominant economic system in which we live is a false idol, and it's a false narrative creating false constructs. It seeks to displace God in his role as Lord. So much so that we encounter painful struggles in overcoming these influences, especially when it comes to decisions about our money, wealth, possessions, and property. Our tendency is also to become very self-focused, even obsessed. The commercialization of Christmas time is a timely reminder as it attempts to displace God and especially the incarnation of Jesus. Instead, it inspires indulgence, often seeking to offset this personal indulgence with tokens of goodwill to mask the dark underbelly of this system. But God provides a better way. It's not necessarily an easier way, and it is not a trouble-free way. But as we think this Advent season, let's focus on the words of the Gospel of John in chapter 1, verses 4 and 5. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Secondly, the church and anyone seeking intentional allegiance following Jesus have a unique role to play with the Holy Spirit empowering us. For the Spirit God gives us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline, as we read in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. Thirdly, the saying the church is a hospital for sinners, not a museum for saints, is metaphorically based on verses like Luke 5, verses 31 through 32. And continuing with this analogy, some churches only have selected wards in their church or hospital. Bible study, prayer and worship or youth work are all good wards to offer, but many of the same patients are also looking for very practical help and in living out holistic biblical wisdom, including Jesus' words about God or Mammon from Luke 16 verse 13 into their daily lives. And fourthly, as a maturing disciple of Jesus, we must realize down to our core that our money, wealth, possessions, and poverty are all material blessings that are ultimately from God, and so therefore all part of our discipleship to be brought under the stewardship of God. They are not ours to do as we see fit, nor exclusively for our own benefit. Fifthly, get some help. Just like there's no stigma or shame to going into hospital or looking for a particular ward, ask for your local church for help in bringing all that you have or don't have under the stewardship of God. I literally broke my wrist about 2 months ago. Without any hesitation, I went to my local hospital, got patched up, then onto a larger hospital as I needed surgery and a plate implanted. I'm currently attending physiotherapy to help restore full movement to my wrist. And it is much the same if you are struggling to integrate money well into your life as a disciple of Jesus. Get help. If you're struggling with overspending this Christmas and already making resolutions to become more disciplined with your money and resources next year, even to be debt-free, then get a money coach to guide you on that journey. Thank you for listening in, and I do hope this has been inspiring for you. Wishing you all a very peaceful and joyful Christmas. God bless.